Peace, y'all, and good night. I just wanted to say what's up. I know it's dark, but it's nighttime. I'm gonna do this every Sunday. Want to say peace to the gods and the earth. Ramadan is over. We got through it, man. I don't know if that's the proper way to ask people if they enjoy their Ramadan. I asked them how their experience was. That might not be the cultural thing to do or the most religious thing to do. If I offended you, excuse me, but everybody's journey is different. I myself, I'm not a religious person, but I am a spiritual person, and this one has, and this is my third one, this definitely meant a lot to me. And it also, like, I was in the most disciplined I probably mostly been in my life. Like, went on a trip, everyone around me is eating and drinking, and I'm just holding it down. Like, no urges, no like, I just want a piece. I just like, none of that, like, staying away from profound language. Even what I listen to or what I watch during the hours of sun being up, not listening to any rap music, not listening to or not watching too much of my Instagram, staying off Instagram for sure. You know, Instagram is really based on what you follow, and I don't really follow too much. I like to call them booty pages. I don't really follow that anyway. It's not really my style too much. But even staying away from my group chats, because, you know, sometimes it get a little tricky in there. Just really staying on the straight and narrow, staying focused, listening a lot of R&B, grinding as far as work. Let me clear that up. Definitely, and then having a vacation going to Louisiana and really like, besides when the sun go down, it's just a totally different story. But really, like, had a lot of fun down there for sure. Like, if you never been to Louisiana, you should go. Definitely, if you into eating like seafood. I can't eat that stuff anyway. For the most part, I can eat shrimp. I just choose not to. Fish I can eat, but you know, I don't eat meat at all. If anybody that's new to my page, I don't eat anything that bleed or breed. I don't touch it. It's been going on 3 years, matter of fact, and I didn't have any urges. I didn't have any wants. But when that sun went down, I was real aggressive. Like, all right, I need to eat something. For the fact that we mostly walked, and when I say we, I'm talking about the fellas. We mostly walked, and even driving, the weather was great down there. It wasn't too hot. We had a nice breeze. But being in the car and moving and, you know, and working out. So when it's time for me to eat, I want to eat. Working out down there, even with the sun on me, like, believe it or not, like, when you exercise or you do anything that is energy depleting, when fasting, trust me, at least for me, I don't know if it's a diet thing. I don't know if it's a will thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just a genetic thing. I don't know. But I didn't feel famished. I didn't feel groggy. I didn't feel low. Like, I felt great. I felt amazing. But when that sun went down and I was ready to eat. But also when the sun went down, going to Bourbon Street, it was real wild down there. Also, what kept me disciplined, like, I didn't do any like fornicating down there neither, even though it was definitely on the menu, but I just didn't do it. And another thing I want to just not preach, but just express that this also helped with being disciplined, like, as far as being sexually active. Even if you're not religious, I just feel like fasting is very important. I never really thought about it too much, just off the simple fact that I don't eat as much as I should. It's definitely for me to like build muscle. I probably should eat 3 times a day, but I really don't. But I know I should for me to get the gains that I want. Sometimes I really work out hard and I work out often, and to not put back what I'm letting out is kind of counterproductive. But I'm still able to hold it down. But for me to get the results that I need, I definitely need to eat more. But going back to the sexually active part, like, it just kept me so disciplined. Like, I really didn't desire sex. I really wasn't horny like that. And I come from a real randy background. And for any mothers, fathers, teach your young men, about sexual discipline. I know this is something that we put on our daughters and on our young queens, but preach that to the men too. Explain that to the young men too, that be selective. You know, we're not really taught like you need to be selective as far as who you deal with sexually. Even if you wear a condom, like men speak to other men like, yo, you gotta do this. Like, at least this is how it was preached to me, seeing men with different women, and not necessarily taught that's how you should do it, because this is your life. You live how you want to live it. Who really cares? As long as you're being honest and truthful, because there's a difference. Excuse me real quick. As long as you're being honest and truthful, live how you want to live. Truth is love, and without it, it's going to be nothing but confusion, and you're gonna have to deal with it later. But teach your sons to appreciate their body. You don't gotta sleep with every girl because you have the power to do so. That's what power and responsibility anyway. Just because you have the power to do it doesn't mean that you have to do it. I had to teach myself that later in life. Really, my son and quote unquote the pandemic, which it did, put that in perspective with me. I never really thought that way. I had a wild sexual behavior and access since I was like 13 years old. As I got older, I've had less sex, which is unfortunate also, but not having to do it, and it took a toll on me. It took frustration, but having a lot of sex growing up with different women, I mean, I had this is no bragging, I had a awesome life. And when it comes to that department, I have great experience, good times. Maybe a lot of men didn't have the same time, or maybe they did. I don't know the averages on that, but wasn't really taught like, yo, just because you could do it don't mean you should. And spiritually and energy, it may take a toll on you later, but at the end of the day, sex is healthy. Like, you're supposed to do it in the first place. It's really made for the fact of to multiply and spread your seeds through the land. But as you get older, I'm not gonna say pointless sex becomes, I don't want to say boring, because that's not what it is, but maybe meaningless. Definitely as you get older, the quality of it can still be good, but it's really more that you have to deal with. People want more the older you get. I mean, at least for my 30s, I'm not 40 or 50 yet. But do what you do, but just explain that to your boys. Like, listen, you don't have to have sex with every girl. Same thing you tell your girls, your body is a temple. I mean, excuse me, your young queens, your body's a temple. Let the young kings know that too. Like, it's okay. You don't gotta go crazy because it's in front of you. It's like a buffet. You don't gotta, like Golden Corral, you don't gotta eat everything. The plates are small. You don't have to have 3 plates and fill them all up with everything. Like, you don't have to. Take your time. Respect your body. Respect yourself. Respect your mind. Have fun for sure. But yeah, so this Ramadan, definitely, like, this was a breeze for me. Like, this is more to come. It was beautiful. It really showed my discipline with a lot of things. Also, praying. I've never really asked for money when I pray. Like, I never do. I've never asked for that. But I now ask for more responsibility. Because with more responsibility and with more opportunity, finance is going to come with that anyway. And one of the opportunities that I asked for was, one, me having a camera. That's an opportunity and that's a responsibility. I have to upkeep my camera. I'm having issues right now with my SD card. So now learning format, and didn't know I had to format my SD card when I got my camera. So just learning little nuances like that to prepare me in the future, where I'm a person who, I've never had a mentor in my life. I never had an OG. I've always been my own OG, my own guide, besides whatever path Allah put me on. But I've been mature enough and disciplined enough to, if I lose out on something, it's okay, because I'm gonna keep going so I could fix that. I learn as I go. I never had protection as far as a physical being. I never had protection. Is you either gonna figure it out yourself or you're not gonna do it. So more opportunities as far as a camera, training more people, and as long as I have those responsibilities, opportunities will come. And with responsibilities and opportunity, you know, they say in the good book, in the good word, the Lord doesn't give you more that you can handle. So everything I've been through, I've pretty much been able to handle it. And to handle things, you also need the finances for it. So I was able to buy me a camera. Even if I got to work hard, work extra hours, work extra days, I'm going to do so. Going on vacation, if I got to work extra hours, extra days to go on vacation, to bring my camera, to do photography, to do videography, to I wear my brand out there. All I was wearing was my brand. I didn't go out there wearing any other clothing but mine. And I brought extra clothes just in case we go out. And I didn't even need it. I wore sweatsuits every day and all had my logo on it. Had great conversations or converse with a designer. She loved my design. She loved how I wore it. She loved that it looked like me. Like, so it brought enough attention to me where it was exposure. Exposure leads to expansion. So yeah, this Ramadan brought me a lot of blessings. It brought me great perspective, and many more to come. And that is my health spiel for today. Follow my page, Live the Life Show. I'm definitely gonna upload my my trip. I'm gonna upload the Q&As that I did out there as soon as I figure out this SD card situation. Got some more shorts I'm gonna pull up. I try not to be too long with my videos. It is late, I am sleepy, but I had to make sure I just share with y'all. And stay healthy, live, love, laugh, enjoy, stay consistent, stay positive as much as possible. And yeah, that's it.